Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the confusing world of corporate filings and find out what's really going on. Today we're diving into Nixxy Inc.'s latest report. Think of this as a behind-the-scenes look at who's running the show and what big changes are happening. So Nixxy Inc. is putting out a current report here. This basically means something important just happened that the company needs to tell everyone about right away, according to the rules. The report is dated July 23rd, 2025. This tells us when the main event we're discussing today actually took place. We see this company ID here, 0001462223, and then again a few times. This is just how the government keeps track of them for filings. And we see references to common stock, remember. This is just a technical tag that tells us they're talking about the regular shares of the company. And also here, common stock purchase warrants, member. Warrants are like options to buy stock later. So they're talking about both the regular stock and the special rights to buy stock. And we see ISO 4217 USD. This simply means the money amounts we'll be looking at are in United States dollars. And expiry shares, this is another technical term used in these reports, basically just indicating a count of shares. And Nixxy is the company we're focusing on, and the report is filed with the US Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC. This tells us that Nixxy Inc. is incorporated, meaning legally set up in Nevada. This number 00153641 is their specific file number with the SEC. And 9015-05893 is their IRS employer identification number, their business tax ID. Their main office is located at 1178 Broadway, 3rd floor, and their contact phone number is 800-888-68. Now let's talk about what's actually registered and traded. Nixxy Inc.'s common stock is traded on the NASDAQ Capital Market under the symbol NIXX. They also have common stock purchase warrants trading under the symbol NEXXW, also on the NASDAQ Capital Market. This means regular investors can buy and sell both the company's stock and these warrants. Here's an interesting box. Nixxy Inc. is identifying itself as an emerging growth company. This is a special status given to companies that have had less than a certain amount of revenue in recent years. It means they get some perks, like being allowed to delay following some of the newer, more complex financial reporting rules for a bit longer. The main event in this report is under item 5202. This section deals with changes in the company's leadership, like directors or top officers. We're talking about leadership changes here. Specifically, it's about the election of a director. This means they've added someone new to the company's board of directors. And this happened on July 23rd, 2025. Nixxy, the company, appointed Mike Schmidt to its board of directors. So a new person is now in charge of overseeing the company at the highest level. What makes this appointment even more significant is that Mike Schmidt isn't just a new face on the board. He's already been the Chief Executive Officer or CEO since May 7th of the same year. So he's not only leading the company day to day, but is now also a formal part of the board that guides its long-term strategy. This is a pretty big deal, consolidating leadership. Let's look at Mr. Schmidt. He's 55 years old and he's got a pretty extensive background, over 20 years in the communications industry. This means he probably knows the ins and outs of this type of business. From the beginning of 2021 up until recently, May 2025, he was the Vice President of Business Development at Biologic Pharma Medical Research. Business development is all about finding new opportunities and growth for a company. Before that, from May 2014 to August 2016, he was the president of Urban Communications, also known as Urban Fiber. Being a president means a pretty high-level leadership role. Going back a bit further, from December 2012 to April 2014, he was once again a vice president of business development, this time at Telephone Navigator Westel. Seems like a recurring theme in his career. And here's another significant role. From July 2009 to December 2012, he was the CEO of Uniserve Communications, so he has prior CEO experience too. He also has a Bachelor of Arts degree from the University of Guelph. Now, for some important details about his appointment, the report states that there's no special deal or agreement between Mr. Schmidt and anyone else that led to him being put in this position. This suggests his appointment wasn't based on a shady backroom deal. Also, there are no family ties between Mr. Schmidt and any of the current officers or directors at Nixxy. This means his appointment is purely based on his qualifications and experience, not nepotism. And finally, there are no other business dealings or transactions that the company is involved in where Mr. Schmidt might have a significant personal stake, unless they've already told us about it. This is all about transparency, making sure there are no hidden conflicts of interest that need to be reported. This is just a page number showing we're on page 2 of the filing. And here we have the signatures section. This is where the official sign-off happens, making the report legally valid. This sentence basically says that Nixxy Inc., the company, has officially made this report valid by having someone authorized sign it, following the rules of the Securities Exchange Act of 1934. This confirms it's Nixxy Inc. again. And here we see the signature, or rather the typed name of Adam Yang. This is Shu Chang, also known as Adam Yang. He is the Chief Financial Officer or CFO of Nixxy Inc. So the CFO is signing off on this report, confirming all the information is correct. The date the report was signed is July 28, 2025. This is a few days after the actual event date of July 23rd, which is common as companies finalize these reports. And this is page 3 off Lead's report, is pretty straightforward. It's announcing a key leadership change at Nixxy Inc. Mike Schmidt, who is already the CEO, has now been officially appointed to the company's board of directors. This is a reflection of strong confidence in his leadership and likely means a more unified direction for the company. His background in communications and prior CEO experience is a good sign for Nixxy. The lack of any reported conflicts or side deals is standard procedure, but good to see for transparency. This move suggests stability at the top and a clear vision moving forward, which is usually positive for investors. So what's my take on this? Well, appointing your CEO to the board is a common move that signals stability and reinforces trust in the current leadership. Given Mr. Schmidt's extensive experience, particularly his previous roles as CEO and in business development within the communications sector, this seems like a logical step for Nixxy Inc. It suggests he'll be instrumental in shaping the company's future strategy. There are no red flags here about conflicts of interest, which is reassuring. However, it's important to remember that this report is just one piece of the puzzle. We'd really need to look at Nixxy's overall financial health and market position to get a full picture. But for this specific filing, the story is about leadership consolidation. What do you think of Mike Schmidt's appointment to the board? Does his background make you more or less confident in Nixxy Inc.? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more corporate decoding. And don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description for more discussions and to connect with fellow corporate finance enthusiasts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.